hello. Welcome to the Name Topic Podcast. And right away, we're celebrating 10 months of membership for Pokemon Fan 34. And wait, I have to highlight 10 gifted memberships by Pokemon 34. Thank you so much for your support. Amazing way to start the podcast. And I think previously we got another membership by somebody else. I missed it out. I forgot about it. But again, Pokemon Fan 34, thank you so much for your support. You are awesome. I love you, and you are great. Thank you. Rainbow Ash also celebrating the 19th month here at the Odyssey as a member. Welcome to the Name Topic Podcast, my friends. We are only four episodes away from our grand finale, and I couldn't have done it without our amazing cast here, starting with the queen herself, Joycey. What's going on, Joycey? I love your hair.
Thank you. I had am I on mute? No, I'm not. I had my 90s Janet Jackson dream again a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
and then I look like this.
It reminded me of 80s/90s.
Yeah, it's 90s Janet. If y'all remember the That's the Way Love Goes video. I've been on a Jackson kick since yesterday. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Trailer.
Yeah.
Did you like it, Paul?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
we're babies. We love Michael.
Yeah.
The actor is his nephew?
His nephew.
Yes.
Yeah, the family chose the nephew to play the part.
That's pretty cool.
Because I think they have all the rights to the movies and stuff, so they chose the nephew. We have to see the movie, but we'll find out if he does a good job or not. But at least the trailer looks fantastic. And over to Josh, N64 Josh with the carts and the carts. How you doing, carts?
What's going on? How's everybody? So good to be here. I need to watch that trailer still, and
yes,
you're in for a treat.
I also had the Janet Jackson dream, but I did not get my hair quite as nice as Joycey's. So
don't worry, I'll hook you up, Paul. I'll hook you up.
Yeah. And of course, we got the late host, the PGN Lateness Guild Network, along with Princess Peach.
Peach is welcome. We're mad at Paul.
Yeah, we're a little mad at Paul. A little bit mad at Paul. Not supposed to be streaming during the start of the podcast. I think it's the beard. He's off because the beard is affecting the moon and sun, and the clocks are kind of a little bit behind. So when he looks to the side, the beard's in the way.
Yeah, it's really not his fault.
How you doing, Paul?
His Chuck Norris personality is trying to take over.
I think Paul should get a room right now because you're getting a little.
Who needs beard oil when you have peach saliva?
Peach saliva.
You should see the money I save on beard oil just with some peach saliva. That's it. Yeah, the intention for Friday is to stream right up until 5:30 my time or 8:30 your time, because traditionally the podcast usually starts like 18 minutes late, like 5:48 or 8:48, and I'm like, the intention is to go up until 5:30, 5:32, boom, I'm out of there. I was in the queue. I didn't see the queue go live, so I'm saying bye, everybody. Roll right into the podcast. See you there. And evidently, ended up being 3 minutes late. Nowadays, it looks like the vibe is starting to start more on time, which is good. Which is good for me, because then if it starts on time at 30, I'll be here at 30, and then I could just end the stream at 25, which is like a nice flow instead of ending the stream at 30, because the thought is, we're not going to start till 48.
Now you know, guys, now you've heard the excuse on why we start late. We're waiting for Paul every single time.
Prior to the last 2 weeks, for the last 3 years, I'm always on time, and sometimes it's like, we don't start till like 12 minutes, 18 minutes in. So after a couple of years of starting late, it's like, well, now that I've been streaming the last few months, I'll go right up until 30, and then only twice it's been a little bit past that, like 37.
You missed the announcement anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's not a good excuse anyway. All right, so moving on. Today we have our first impressions of a game that recently just released in the realm of Hyrule, but not any realm, the past, right, Joycey? It's like we went into the past of Hyrule and found out a couple of things, right? That were going on while we were playing Tears of the Kingdom. There is a lot going on in the past that we didn't know about. That now we kind of do have an idea because we got a couple of hours in the game. I'm sure everybody in the cast has dipped their toes, right? Josh, Paul, Joycey, we've all dipped our toes into Age of the Imprisonment, of the Calamity, of the whatever they have going on back there.
The Imprisoning Wars.
The Imprisoning Wars. So today we are gonna go over just a little bit of it because I know there's still a lot of people who are playing it who have not yet played it, and so next week we'll do a week into Hyrule Age of the Imprisonment. Wait, that's what it's called, right? Age of Imprisonment.
The Imprisoning War.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just making it up. Age of the Imprisonment War. Well, is there an age in there, or I'm just keep putting age in there? Age of the Imprisonment War? No, that's
Imprisoning War.
So it's basically like saying for like an age, like the golden age, things like that. So it's like during this very long time period, this is what was
understood.
So it's kind of like that. The age of good music is now over because we lost.
It's over. It's been gone. It's been gone. So yeah, we've been dipping our toes into it. Game looks fantastic. We'll talk about that, and then next week we have our special guest, Hyrule Lily, joining us as we dig deep into Hyrule Warriors, and then talk just a little more about the game with minor spoilers because we want to talk about what we see, right? And so next week I think will be enough time for at least some people to have like at least a couple hours in the game, and that way we can talk about that as well. Topic number 2, Nintendo's killing it. Nintendo is killing it. They had a meeting and they talked about a whole bunch of things that are happening. They talked about sales numbers, right? We're going to go over that. They talked about the future of movies, video games, theme parks, and a whole bunch of other stuff. That is our main topic for today, the topic 2. And then and that's it. That's our podcast today. So hope you guys can stick around, grab a snack, sit back, get a drink, and let's go ahead and get into the podcast. I wish I had like the millionaire when you were about to ask a question.
You know what would be cool if you had.
Say again.
Go ahead, Josh. I interrupted you.
Oh, I was just all I said was I'm calling a lifeline. That's it.
I was gonna say, we need the sound from Law and Order, the dun dun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dun dun. Yeah.
We just need the dun dun.
I'll get it by next podcast. I'll get it, and that'll be like the thing. All right. So if everybody has the notes for the podcast, we're starting with age. I keep saying age. Is that in the title, or am I just keep saying
age of imprisonment?
You're good.
Age of Imprisonment, right? Of the Imprisoning War. Oh, Imprisoning War is what it's called. The game is Age of Imprisonment. They should have called it Imprisoning War. That's where I'm stuck. All right, so without further ado, the game came out on Thursday, right? Was it Thursday? Thursday of this? Yesterday.
Yes.
Was
yesterday.
It yesterday? It feels like 2 days because I started playing it on midnight, on midnight Wednesday. So to me, it feels like 2 days. So came out yesterday, and so I'm gonna go ahead and give my input first so that I can let everybody talk and just let them flow on what they want to say about the game. But all I gotta say is that so this is the first Nintendo Switch 2 Zelda game with using the Nintendo Switch 2 specs, right? Taking advantage of the hardware, and you could tell because the game looks beautiful. The game looks fantastic in certain areas, especially in dark areas. It looks great. And I know there's a little part that everybody has seen. It's in the demo. People who played it before it use it too. Where Zelda is in the depths with her flashlight, All that area, the way she looks, I just stood there and I just kind of going with the camera around just to look at. It looks incredible. It looks super sharp, super 4K. I love so far what I'm seeing when it comes to the story. I'm learning a lot, right? And so it feels like I should be playing Tears of the Kingdom and then going back to Age of Imprisonment, and then going back to Tears of the Kingdom, and then back to Tears. You know, it's like it's that type of game, because it feels different from Age of Calamity, where Age of Calamity felt like its own story, and so you can kind of continue playing. But every time I've been playing, I'm like, Link is in the future, and I want to go back to Tears of the Kingdom and continue playing, because there are certain things that you can do. You can kind of play parallel, Link over here and Zelda over here, at least to where I'm playing it. I don't know what happens later on. I know there's a character in the trailers. I've already seen the character in my game. I'm not gonna say more than that. The character is incredible, is amazing, and so first impressions of the game, I'm hooked. I'm loving it. I think this is the one that I'm actually gonna 100%. The last one I didn't. This one I'm going to. The voice acting in this game they stepped it up. The voice actors for Zelda, she sounds more confident. She sounds more natural. She sounds more conversation, instead of like in Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, where she's sounding like like an over exaggerated kind of thing. Horrible example, but in this game she sounds more natural, and she's kind of perfected that. She found Zelda, right? Minoru sounds fantastic too. She sounds great. Of course, Rauru. The voice acting itself is fantastic. The narration is good. I love it, because I'm like listening to a story, and I feel like very immersed into the game. I like the leveling up, right? It's like an RPG. As you get the Zelda levels up, and I get excited because, hey, I wish they could make another Zelda game like canon, and then add those level up mechanics, right? But yeah, I mean, that's all I want to say about the game, because I don't want to take anything away from anybody else, because I know you guys have to say too. I want to start with Joycey. Joycey, what are your first impressions of the game? The intro, the fighting, the beating up of the whole bunch of little red ghosts.
This game is so lit.
Right.
It's so lit. I apologize to a few people, like Paul and Tabby especially. Hi, Tabby. Because all I've been doing since I picked up the game and started playing it has been screaming like random things in their DMs. And did she do another 10?
No, I just wanted to highlight it because I don't think you highlighted it. I didn't highlight it enough time before, so I wanted to highlight.
Thank you, Pokemon fan. Every little thing that happens, I'm just screaming like, "Oh my god, this is happening! Oh my god, that's happening!"
Yeah, right.
So it's been extremely exciting for me. I will say the gameplay is not difficult. The previous games weren't difficult. However, it is more interesting. There's more items to mess with. And depending on where you are in the game, I find it hilarious that we're still doing a whole lot of menuing. Not as bad as Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, or even Echoes of Wisdom, but like, wow, Nintendo was determined to make us use these menus. Seriously. Because sometimes there's a lot of items to choose from. So it's and it's like, wait, what button am I trying to push right now? Hold on. And but it can be a button masher. But if you're trying to actually master it and really get more out of it, then you do want to learn your combos and what does what and everything. I think I was a little tough on the Koroks because, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom kind of burnt me out on Koroks. But I finally got to where I got to meet Kalamo, the new Korok, and I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, you are my new best friend. I love you.
Yeah.
it's great. I have so many questions. There are certain things I don't want to say because I don't know, and I know some people have already stated they haven't even gotten the game yet. So I don't want to really get out of anything that hasn't already been like in the trailers. What else? I love the fact that it is totally Hyrule that we've been in, but it looks nothing like the Hyrule we were in at the same time. I'm like, oh, this is what Hyrule looks like when it's not under doom, gloom, and destruction. I've enjoyed spending so much more time with Sonia and Rauru. I love and I know that y'all know I have an emotional connection to Zelda because I choose to.
Of course.
I love that Zelda is kind of getting the parents she kind of always wanted in a way. I know she had Urbosa, and of course her father cared for her greatly, you know, but it was all about get this power under control so you can protect the kingdom. And now she just has Rauru and Sonia, her great however many back, you know, grandparents, basically saying, hey, we want to encourage you to use your power. We want to encourage you to study. We want to encourage you to learn how to fight, you know. And if you did play Tears of the Kingdom, you know a certain somebody passes away. And I had to relive that scene, and I am I was very sad about it.
Wait, who passes away?
I don't know if I should say it.
All right.
Okay. It's the scene is in Tears.
Since it's in this game, let's not talk about it for now. Yeah,
but it's in Tears. No. I'm trying to say it's in Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
But I don't know if everybody in chat played Tears of the Kingdom. Can I say it here? Turn it down if you don't know this. Just turn it down. Okay, so I had to relive Sonia getting taken out again, and I was re-traumatized because we now get a more fleshed out scene to really kind of see more of what's going on with that. And I'm like, how can y'all do that?
How far into the game is this? Like, how many hours are you in?
I have no idea.
We want to be careful not to get too much spoilers.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That scene, I'm just saying it's more fleshed out. But that scene was in Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not telling y'all anything else that wasn't in the trailer. Okay. What else did I love? I love how Nintendo tells us about this new construct. I'm curious if they're ever going to, game, keep playing, if they're going to reveal how this construct came to be and why.
Yeah.
I have some very interesting theories, especially since Kalamo is there. And if you're a Zelda fan, you already know the theory about Kalamo. What?
Time out. First impressions only. Surface that we'll go into it next week. Because you're
dang, I can't even finish. Okay, fine. Go ahead, Mike.
You're going deep, Joe.
I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Y'all go ahead. I can't say nothing right, apparently.
No, first impressions. Did you like the game? How did
that
it
was
look?
my first impressions. I'm getting into
has
it.
Played 50 hours despite the game only being out for 24 hours. That is like her first impression.
Yeah. So how did it play for you? How did it look? How did it sound?
Am I allowed to say it?
Yeah.
Okay. So as I was saying, the music is fabulous.
Yeah, you're right.
I liked Age of Calamity a lot. I love the music. But I will admit I kind of miss a little bit more of the rock kind of versions and of the music, but it's still appropriate. It's still very, very, very good. There's certain music I'm looking for that I haven't heard yet. The gameplay is smooth. It's very good. But I will admit, and I know somebody already mentioned it, there are a couple frame drops.
What? Who said that?
Yep. I've seen I don't usually notice unless it's something that's kind of obvious, but there's a couple cut scenes that I saw stutter and I'm like, I just don't care.
You know what I noticed? You know what I noticed? What I noticed, and let me know if anybody else has this issue with Nintendo Switch 2, and it's across the board, is that whenever you get a notification, everything starts to lag horribly. Like on any game, whenever a notification pops up, let's say somebody's online, you get an invitation to play something, it whatever you're playing starts lagging until that notification goes away. You know?
Ooh, I haven't noticed that.
What kind of notification are we talking?
Any notification. You know the little pop-ups in the corner? Any notification that comes up in the corner that says, for example,
online.
N64 Josh is playing.
Is playing.
Yeah, whatever.
Age of Empires.
Yeah.
I have that.
I have it turned off. I have it turned off so that I don't. That doesn't show up in my videos.
Yeah, so I think I should do that because every time it comes up, it stutters. It's like, and then when that goes away, it goes back to normal.
Reset, not reset. Turn, power down your Switch and turn it back on.
I mean, I do it every day.
Like, no, power it all the way off. Like, not just sleep mode. Power it all the way off and then turn it back on and put it back on the charger. That should refresh it because I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
There's just a couple things I noticed in a couple cutscenes, and it was, literally a second. It didn't stop me from enjoying it.
I only see 15 frames per second, so I'm good. I got 15 frames per second in this eye, and then I see like 2 frames per second in this one, so it doesn't bother me.
Okay. Well, let one of the other guys go.
Having Hope, celebrating the 8 months. Thank you so much for your support over the last 8 months. I mean, I think we're YouTube has already told me, hey, you need to make more badges because our biggest member is already approaching 4 years or 5 years, and so my badges ran out, and I just realized I can add about 10 more emojis. So I'm working on getting new emojis out there because we've reached 350 members in the channel from my 100 goal at one point. So yeah, thank you guys. I mean, you guys are amazing. I love you all for your support and everything. So I just wanted to put that out there. Josh, so what have you been thinking? What's your experience? What's your first impressions of the I was going to say calamity of the imprisoning war?
So that final boss fight is just no, I'm just kidding. It pulled me in immediately. Like, very, very smooth. Like you said, the voice acting is fantastic. The cutscenes are great. Like, my chat was like, do you ever play this game or do you just watch it? Like, there is a lot. I've seen a few tweets of people like, I ain't buying this game. I'm just going to YouTube to watch the cutscenes. Like, I'll get what I need from it. I'm loving the combat. Like, I'm loving the combat. It is so much fun. It's less mindless than your typical Warriors game, so I'm enjoying that.
Rainbow Ash with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much, Rainbow, for first thing. Welcome back, Rainbow. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much for being here. You're awesome. And again, thank you for the 5 gifted. You're awesome. Welcome, Andres, Wet Draw, Kevin, O'Hare, Barrellery, and Tim. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. And once again, thank you so much, Rainbow Ash, for the 5 gifted. Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly it. I put out just a quick short saying like, the 3 things that I'm loving, and that's kind of it. The story, the smoothness, and the combat are really I don't know what happened. I was not a big fan of Dynasty Warriors, and then they threw in Zelda and Fire Emblem, and now I can't get enough. So,
one thing I forgot to mention was that at least for now, the boss battles, they all feel like true boss battles. That's one thing Tears of the Kingdom is kind of lacking, is that when you confront any of the bigger enemies out in the field, they don't feel like boss battles, right? Because you can always escape. I guess I think that's why you can just run away and forget about it. I guess that's why here you have a boss battle, you have to beat it before you get out anywhere else. And so at least the boss battles that I've had so far, they feel like a true boss battle, right? I love the life comes up for here, and you see you're battling in a team, you defeat it and everything, but they feel like real boss battles. And I think that hopefully for the next Zelda game, they can go that route, right? What do you think, Paul? First impressions of Age of Imprisonment.
Really solid. that's one of the things that I liked quite a bit in Age of Calamity was that I felt like I was watching a good quality Saturday morning cartoon or anime, and I was playing and enjoying the action, but that game had so many cutscenes, such a nice cast, great voice acting. It was really fun getting to see the characters I loved from Breath of the Wild and go back, and great. And I wanted more of that.
Yeah.
And so far, I'm out like 3-4 hours in, maybe, probably 4 hours in, and it's very nicely woven into Tears of the Kingdom, which was a terrific game. I loved it. The game looks nice. I was really happy from the get-go. I mean, and we got this confirmation from Lily Hyrule a few weeks ago when we asked her. I remember asking her. So that moment, remember in the trailer when they showed off the camera and it looked like Princess Zelda was walking, like, and you're about to take control of her. The camera was panning. Do you get to do that right then? It's just like, yeah. And she expressed it. And sure enough, you know, they finished the transition. You meet Mineru, or not Mineru yet. You're meeting Sophia and Raru, and then you're controlling it. And it's like just some downtime. It's like right now for a bit, I'm playing next-gen Zelda. For the most of the game, yeah, you are playing a Hyrule Warriors game. You're running around fighting dozens, if not hundreds of enemies at a time, and it feels like a Hyrule Warriors game. But then it's got these open-ended segments, which are just a little bit slower paced, a little bit more beautiful, enjoying the scenery. Not quite as open-ended as something like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, but that's okay. I don't need it to be that. But the fact that it has that is just so nice to be able to walk around this Hyrule field that I love, though much earlier. So like Joycey was saying, it looks different. I don't want to spoil it for chat, but like you see certain monuments, it's like, wow, that looks different than in my time, you know? I mean, I could say it, but that's okay. You know, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, oh, that's so-and-so? Wow. And to have this go back into the past, but show some of the events from Tears of the Kingdom, see from a different perspective, further flesh out the story. Really cool. I like the high five combat moves. I like the combination YY's attacks and then how you get a little bit more out of it if you mix in the YYX and quick swap for the, you know, different characters. Like, it's smooth, it's solid, it looks good. Once again, it's kind of funny because I feel like of the 4 hours I've played, I feel like I've watched a quite good percentage of those 4 hours. I wouldn't say half, but I've been watching this anime cartoon show unfold as I've been also playing. And in this case, it's working really, really well because the subject matter is such good quality. And I love Zelda that I think the gameplay, the combat, the music, everything is very solid. Will it be as good in the end as Age of Calamity was? Maybe. Early goings, I would say it's as good as that game was in its early goings, probably. Will it be in the end? Hopefully, because if so, boy, this is like a Game of the Year contender, because that's how good Age of Calamity was to me. Was a Game of the Year contender in a very hot, heavy 2020 where there were a lot of good games. I'm stoked, super pleased. It's a good time to be a Nintendo fan right now, or a gamer of any kind. Like, it's a good time to hop on in and give it a try if you're not, you know? It's a fun game.
I agree. Before I rebuttal Paul's great feedback, I'm going to go ahead and dream a little more. Just gifted 10 new memberships to the Odyssey. My goodness. Thank you so much. Seriously, my heart is like beating a lot fast because we're going, over 25 members today alone. Thank you so much, Dream a little more. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. Welcome, Adam, Brooke, Wake. Welcome, Gamer. Welcome, Daniel. Welcome, Kirsten. Welcome, Z-Link. Welcome, FZD. We got the Wing Weaver in the house. C1 Destiny. Zeta. We have Hanny. And let's see here. And those are the new members. All thanks to Dream a Little More. I appreciate you so much. You guys don't know, have no idea how much that means to me. I just want to say thank you for the support. I appreciate you. All right, yeah, Paul, you are 100% correct. You hit the mark every single point of the way. This game does feel right away. What I played, very story driven. I think more story driven than Tears of the Kingdom it was. I know that it's a open game where you have to kind of find your way to the story, and this game brings the story to you, and you have to kind of follow the narrative in order to learn and to uncover more of the story. But I do believe that yeah, you're right. It could be a Game of the Year contender as well. I'm enjoying it more than I did Age of Calamity. I think it's because of that. I think it's because Tears of the Kingdom was such a fantastic game, and the story behind it, where Zelda is somewhere else in the past, and then you get to finally find out what's happening in the past with Zelda, really brings it all. It ties it together so well. And man, right now I feel like I want to go back and play. That's how this game is making you feel, because you want to learn more of what's happening inside the story. That transition where you were describing, Paul, was so seamless, right? It was like it's like you feel like you see the first thing. Everybody knows that when you play Tears of the Kingdom, you start out in the sky, right? It's in the sky. You see the big giant tower, the temple, right? You see the temple and everything all of a sudden. And so when you start out, without giving too much spoiler, because it's not really a spoiler, when you start out the game, you start in a similar area, but it's not, it just looks so great and feels good to just kick butt out of all those. Zelda's moves are crazy awesome. They're great. They each have their moveset. If you play a Hyrule Warriors or a Warrior game in the past, then you know that they each have a moveset, and the movesets are always accompanied by some cinematics, which just makes it feel so much more epic, right? Even when you're gonna do it like one of those you're gonna do one of those finishers, right? And it shows this cinematic of and it just it's just awesome. You know what? Podcast I want to end the podcast and go play again. But man, guys, Age of Imprisonment. We're gonna dive deeper next week. Okay, all of these words that we're trying to avoid and all these scenes we're trying to avoid this week, we're gonna talk about a little more next week. Okay, and we have Hyrule Lily with us, so you don't want to miss that. Shout out to Hyrule Lily if you're watching. She's gonna be with us talking Zelda, and we can talk a little more freely. So expect the next podcast to at least be, I would say, 10 hours of spoilers in the game. At least 10 hours. So let's make sure that we all play 10 hours. I'm guessing you guys all played what, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours?
About 4.
2.
Okay, 4 hours.
Let me check the new app and see if it tells me.
Wait, really? It does that? That'd be cool.
On the Nintendo Store app, yeah. All the way back to 3DS.
Holy smokes. That is awesome. Wow, Nintendo.
I gotta see if it's on. Oh no, that's my wish list.
I gotta shout out everybody in the chat who was asking about my my moving arrangements because you see it's different, right? This is the old studio still. What you see back here is where all my products were, all my collectible stuff. Where there's nothing there now. I just have the couch here, that TV back there, and then on my other side here is where I used to edit. But right now I just have this desk here. Everything is empty. We're moving. Homes is a transition. I'm gonna be in transition for a little bit, but once we move into the new house, eventually it's gonna be a bigger studio, a better studio. Hopefully once that you guys like. And it's gonna be fun. It'll be fun. I'm excited, right? This is the beginning, just emptying this place out. But we will be. I'm gonna be giving all the members updates and behind the scenes looks at what's happening, even when we start building the house and the studio. You guys are gonna have a first look of everything that happens. So all the members that just joined today, but all the members that just joined before, we're gonna have a behind the scenes look at all that stuff. BTS. Is that what you call it? BTC? BTS?
Yes.
BTC. All right. So let's go ahead and quickly go into the next topic for today. Nintendo is killing it. Everybody agreeing? Everybody agree in chat? Nintendo is truly killing it, right? Who would expect? I'm gonna like Paul have some fun because I need to have Paul have some fun with the numbers here. Let me pull out the thing. Where is the thing? So this past weekend, Nintendo had their meeting, and so we had an insight into what's happening with Nintendo and what they've done and what they're gonna do. And so let me go ahead and do the recap, and then I'll let Paul take over the number part. Paul, you have numbers in front of you? Oh,
I've got some.
Okay, because all the numbers are also in the thing. If you wanna take a look at that, they're all there from the meeting. So in short, summary: Nintendo Switch 2 world record breaking success. I'll let Paul go over the numbers. The fastest start for any Nintendo system, dedicated gaming system globally. The overwhelming demand has prompted Nintendo to increase. I'll let Paul go over that. Beyond gaming, Nintendo is aggressively expanding its IP with a major film slate. Yes, you heard me right. Film slate. That means Mario Galaxy is coming later next year. Literally less than a couple of months away, Mario Galaxy. So expect the trailer this month. You heard it here first. And the highly anticipated live-action Legend of Zelda movie, which is now in production. I put a post on X earlier this week. The movie's in production, has been fully casted. So we might hear something from Nintendo soon on the cast for the Legend of Zelda movie. It is now in production, filming in New Zealand. Let's see here. The company is actively investing in new non-game entertainment and has confirmed a new game chat feature that we already have that. Blah blah blah. Let's go. There's numbers, marking. Everything else is numbers. DK. Okay, I'll let Paul take over here. Sharing the numbers with starting with the Nintendo Switch 2. So Nintendo Switch 2 sales. Did Nintendo Switch beat Nintendo DS? Yes or no? If no, then why? Mario Kart sales, for Mario Kart World sales, and all that stuff. Go ahead, Paul. Take it away.
That's a lot right there. Yeah, Nintendo Switch 2, hashtag Nintendo domination. That's definitely real. Best-selling console in the first 4 months in history.
Crazy.
Topping Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4, 5, everything. You know, it did a 4.54 million in the last quarter. That's the best non-holiday, best second quarter of all time. If people thought, and I saw online, because I made a certain post back on late August that, like, as of August 25th, the system is at 8.6 million. And some people are like, there's no way, it's probably barely at like 6.5 or 7. Like, I don't think it's going to hit 8 by September 30th. Like, you got no idea if that's what you think. It's already at 8.6. And then you look, probably August ended at like 8.9 or 9, and then September rolled around, and there you go, 10.36, boom. Beautiful start. Such a fast start that I knew Nintendo had to be very conservative with their 15 million ambition by March 31st. I'm like, there's no way it's going to do only 15 million. I was thinking several months ago, 22.5 in the first year. Before I knew that it was coming out June 5th, I was just like, whatever it comes out for that first year, it'll be about 22.5 on the higher side, maybe even more now. And then sure enough, June 5th it came out, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm keeping that number. By June 30th, 2026, 22.5. What did Nintendo do? They upped their goal from 15 to 19 million. Talk about how happy you got to be if you're a fan that loves this stuff, or a stock investor in them that is anticipating, you know, more value out of your investments in the future.
So, question.
That's huge.
From 15 to 19 million, like their projections. From
Yeah, you're looking at
15
like a 28% increase or something like that in your
yeah,
expectation.
and so by then, are they expecting this? By when are they expecting to sell 19 million?
19 by that March 31st.
Oh wow! By the end of the fiscal year.
Yeah, and then if I'm correct, 19 million, the difference between that and 22.5, it's only 3.5. There you go, from April 1st to June 30th. If they do 3.5, you're right in line with my 22.5.
Mhm.
Now, it might be more, it might be less. We'll see how the holiday season goes, but what a tremendous start. And on the Nintendo Switch side, it did 910,000 in the quarter. And that's why I keep speaking it out there. It doesn't matter if the new Nintendo Switch 2 is out. Nintendo Switch has still such a happy, healthy, active ecosystem that it's not just dead in the water. Folks are still buying the games. They're still talking about the games. And if you have a family now with a 5-year-old now that didn't need a system a few years earlier, but now would like a system, maybe you're not a gamer family and don't want to buy a $600 system or a $450 system. Maybe you buy them a $230 Nintendo Switch Lite because the older kids around and stuff like that are still playing it. It's still viable. Look at the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sales. They're still out there trending in Japan, in that top 30 all the time. And this is how you get to that 160 million by the end of summer 2027.
Did it pass? Did it pass Nintendo DS?
Yes, but you've heard it here first, not from Nintendo. As of September 30th, it's 10,000 shy. But you could look at the Japanese data alone for the first week of October, and that's 40,000 right there from Japan alone. That means
so that point one, that point one,
dude, that probably like within the first several hours of October 1st,
yeah,
those 10,000 sold, like probably 18,000. So I said, to be very, very safe, by October 2nd, it passed Nintendo DS and is now the #1 best-selling Nintendo console of all time. It already shattered Wii and DS when it comes to software sales. On the software side, Nintendo Switch is at almost 1.4 billion, and it has one of the highest tie-in ratios ever, only second to the Nintendo GameCube. In terms of, this is how many systems are out there, this is how many games, and the ratio of system to games, only GameCube is a little bit higher, but I expect Nintendo Switch will probably beat it. Nintendo Switch is like at 2-1, but it's very early on, so that number doesn't mean much yet. We already have multiple million sellers. Donkey Kong Bonanza, 3.5 million seller.
But before you go to Donkey Kong Bonanza, adding on the Switch part, one reason why Nintendo Switch will continue to sell, and I'm surprised, Paul, you didn't mention this one. Nintendo Switch 2 is a console. Nintendo is strategically keeping the Switch alive with adding that game share feature. So there are households who love to play a lot of multiplayer games who only need one Nintendo Switch 2, and they can have a couple of Nintendo Switches or buy extra ones. Says, let's say Mario Kart World. Play Mario Kart World with Game Share. You can have up to 4 other Nintendo Switches playing at the same time, via Game Share, or Mario Party, 4 other Nintendo Switches, or any other Nintendo Switch 2 that's multiplayer with Game Share. You can buy a Nintendo Switch for your kid, for your kids, and then have them play Mario Kart World.
I don't think Mario Kart World is Game Share, but I know Hyrule Warriors and Donkey Kong both are.
Hold up, I need to check that, because I feel like I saw that. That's like the big thing. Mario Kart World.
It definitely was back on
not Game Share.
The DS games.
Not Game Share. Sorry, the other one. Game whatever. You play multiplayer, and the mother console is the Nintendo Switch 2. The child console is a Nintendo Switch, and you play multiplayer at the same time together, and you don't have to have the game. You know what I mean? Like they can.
Yes. Yeah. That's not in Mario Kart World, unfortunately.
Really? Just two.
Yeah. No, I know Donkey Kong for sure. Donkey Kong Bonanza and
Yeah.
Hyrule Warriors both have it. And Kirby may as well, but I have to go back and double check.
That's very what's it called? What's it called when you play that? Game share? Not the other one. Game
Smart.
share. Hey, what?
Attractive,
Yeah.
smart.
No,
Awesome.
the feature. What's it?
It's called Game Share.
Game share?
Oh, I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about like what is it called? Like that's awesome. Oh, you're talking the service. Game share.
Yeah, service. There's
is that?
game share,
Cool.
and then there's there's another one. There's two.
Well, there's one where you can move your virtual game cards or whatever, right?
Game share. What's that called?
So Game Share is where you can play together using any software that supports Game Share. The person
Game
sharing will need to start a session with while playing a compatible game.
Man, I'm having a brain fart, really horribly brain fart. Anybody in the chat? Game share. There's two features that Nintendo Switch 2 add that Nintendo Switch also have. Game share and game something or something. My God, something in that line. Anyway, while chat brings it up because they're our savior. Paul, continue with you were saying about the DK64, DK Bonanza.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. It was hardly out for July through September 30th.
Yeah,
2.5 months, and it's another million seller. I mean,
Okay.
obviously it was going to be a million seller, but just how much of a million seller? 3.49 million. 3.5 million copies in 2.5 months. Mario Kart World at 9.57 million. A good chunk of those are from the bundled versions, but a lot of people are still buying the game separately. So it's still selling. And you got to realize this, like this is non-holiday time. Holiday time, which is really November and December, but also elevated thanks to October, is Nintendo's greatest sales quarter of the year. It's usually everybody's greatest sales quarter, but Nintendo, their margins go up more than any other companies during this time because Nintendo has always been more associated with family and the access of what a certain demographic of kids want. So Nintendo sees the biggest boost. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get something like 7 million this quarter, and if that's the case, which sounds wild, you could be looking at 20 million by December 31st, not 19 by March 31st, but 20 by December 31st. I don't know if that's a little too ambitious, but I think if they can make enough, they might end up selling like 6.66 million this quarter because Nintendo during the holidays is a true beast.
Yeah. Yep.
We saw what Pokemon Legends ZA did to that opening week in Japan. 200,000 Nintendo Switch 2s. Next week, bam, another 60,000. This last week, boom, another 80,000. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake, another couple 100,000. And it's selling on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. Like, woo! We talking numbers.
Yeah, I mean that's your forte, right?
Yeah, and the evergreen titles. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time unless you want to know, but like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, old game. That's a decade old. 700,000 for the quarter. Animal Crossing, 430,000. Smash Bros. Ultimate, 380K. Breath of the Wild, 8.5 years old. Another 300,000. And these are games selling at $60 a pop. They're not discounted to 10. Some people inflate the numbers, or not inflate the numbers because the numbers are real, but they inflate the wow factor of certain games. Like, well, that game sold 15 million. Yeah, that game sold 15 million because like 14 million of those games were sold at $10 a copy. Not as impressive.
There's no price drop. No price drop.
Mario Odyssey, 340K. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, another 460K. Sword and Shield, the older one, 120,000. Tears of the Kingdom, another 220K. I bet you Tears of the Kingdom next time is going to get a little bit of a boost thanks to Age of Imprisonment. And then that's going to also boost up some other Zelda titles. Mario Party, another 40K. Smash Bros. Ultimate Deluxe 170K, and then Mario Jamboree, just an overall update that it has now at 8.64 million. Like, I know
So-
that's a lot to follow,
Yeah,
maybe too much,
and
but I'll just spit it out there.
it's a lot.
It's
a
doing
lot.
well.
As Nintendo is killing it financially, they're doing pretty well. And one thing Paul didn't mention is Mario Kart World and the impact of Mario Kart World. $449 for the Switch without Mario Kart World, $500 with Mario Kart World. People are buying it with the bundle and without the bundle, to a point where 90% of all Nintendo Switch 2s have a Mario Kart World. So it's like near 90% attachment rate for Mario Kart World, which is unprecedented. How much of this success is driven? That's crazy. So Mario Kart World is on its way again to becoming the #1 game of the generation of the Switch. So with that, that's Nintendo. When it comes to the numbers and the sales, let's go over really quickly for Nintendo when it comes to the video games. Not video games, movies. Paul. Josh, you want to do a recap? What movies are coming? Next, and what movies you think are gonna come next?
Yeah, we've got the live action Legend of Zelda planned for 2027. Of course, the
Nice.
sequel to the Mario movie, Super Mario Galaxy, scheduled for 2026. Looks like investment in non-game IP. Nintendo is allocating funds to actively pursue business opportunities that have affinity with their game business, including but not limited to movies. The ecosystem-focused Nintendo is expanding its unique entertainment beyond video games through movies, mobile apps, characters, merchandise, real-world experiences. This strategy is aimed at growing the Nintendo IP fan base and fostering long-term relationships. And how exciting was it to see Super Mario Brothers movie, then Super Mario Brothers Galaxy, right? Or Super Mario Galaxy, and then Zelda, and then two blanks.
Two blanks. You know, that means that, yeah, there's two more announcements Nintendo's going to make. I know about one of them, but I can't say anything because I went to Full Sail University. It's a school that has to do with film, and it's in the industry. And I can't say a word because, I'm not going to betray my friend's trust, but it's exciting. All I'm going to say is it's not what you guys think. It's not what we thought. Remember, we thought that when the Mario Bros. Movie came out, what movie thought was next?
Zelda.
No.
Or Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Obviously,
Yeah.
because he was in the movie, right? And Seth
Rogen.
Myers?
Seth Rogen.
Rogen. Seth was in the movie, right? Then all I can say is not gonna be Donkey. It's not gonna be Donkey Kong. The very next one. It's gonna be unexpected, but it's gonna be fun. Now, there's another thing, information that I do know that I can't say. And I'm going to say, yeah, take it with a grain of salt, but I'm kind of sure about this information. It's the Legend of Zelda live action movie is in production right now. It's currently filming. It's fully casted. I'm going to let Joycey give me her 5 cast for the movie. We're about to...
I got to take off real quick. So
Okay.
appreciate you guys. See you all very soon.
Yeah,
All right.
Give
Josh.
your other half our love and tell we say hi.
Will do. All right. See you guys later.
Good night.
Give me your cast. We're gonna. By the way, guys, we are gonna see the cast. We're gonna see the cast announcement very soon. We might even get a teaser trailer for the movie. I'm sorry, Paul. They didn't reach out to give you an extra in the movie.
Didn't they see my short of me as Link with a fire arrow?
Seriously.
So you want to know what I heard about the cast?
I thought you said you couldn't tell us.
No, I couldn't say about the movie that's coming next after that Black movie. Yeah, but it's a different source. So we already know about Bo and Benjamin for the Zelda and Link. There is when I say this, guys, is not going is you're probably gonna think that it's based on a video game, but it's not. It's not based on any video game in particular. Actually, the movie universe, it's its movie universe, and the game universe, it's their game universe. So this movie is an introduction to the Legend of Zelda. Now, in Movieverse, you have to organize certain things in certain ways to kind of start telling a story, right? And in order for that to kind of function well, and another thing we can know about it in the movie universe is that Zelda's a very complicated game, right? Like the fact that we get several Links over time and several Zeldas over time, right? And then we have 2 timelines, and then we have the other timeline, and this and that. It's a very different thing, right? Yeah, it's gonna happen like that, but it's not gonna be mainly like that at the beginning of the franchise. So Zelda and Link are confirmed. Ganon, of course, it's obvious confirmed. In Impa, I can tell you about the other 2 characters that are gonna be added to the movie, and these have been casted, and you guys will hear about it in the cast. The number 5, okay, Link, Zelda, Ganon, and Impa. Okay, those are characters that are gonna be for sure in the movie, and of course you know that because those are kind of almost main characters. Besides Link and Zelda, we have Ganon the villain, and we got Impa the support for Zelda. The Great Deku Tree is gonna be in the movie. The Great Deku Tree. Okay, Great Deku Tree.
And he was fussing at me about spoilers. I kind of didn't want to know that.
Great Deku Tree. I mean, you're gonna know about it because they're gonna.
I didn't want to know now.
Oh, you don't want to know? Okay, the Great Deku Tree. Do you want me to continue? It's not based. By the way, it's not based on any particular game. So I'll leave it there. Link, Zelda. How many games is the Great Deku Tree present, by the way? In the entire series.
5?
5 games?
Not many.
Not many. But he's the main character. He's a like a very important character in the series, right? Yes? No? Are you upset, Joycey?
Yeah, I'm ticked off at you.
Because I said Great Deku Tree? I thought this was information you of all people would love to know. I will leave it there out of respect for Joycey and out of love. I'll leave it right there. Great Deku Tree. And then there's other characters that you guys will be surprised when they announce them later on. All right. And of course, other than movies, Nintendo talked about they mentioned theme parks, right? In the fiscal meeting. They mentioned about Super Nintendo World, Donkey Kong. There are other theme parks that are coming inside of the Nintendo World. We already know some of them based on rumors, against and in certain leaks, like Luigi's Mansion, of course, is one of them for Epic Universe. A Pokemon ride, it eventually is coming to Universal. We don't know which one it is. People are speculating that it's Pokemon Snap because it's like a ride, kind of, taking picture kind of ride. The Lands of Hyrule over at the Islands of Adventure, where there is this other place that looks a lot like Hyrule. It has a lot of the structures and buildings that they can kind of repurpose for that purpose. It could be going to that area, but Nintendo is also growing their IP when it comes to theme parks. So they're doing great with video games. They're doing great in the movie industry, and now in theme parks. So Nintendo's basically cementing themselves to live forever, right, Paul?
Absolutely. The scale and scope and the breadth of Nintendo fans, even with this Nintendo baby, incorporation, like they have more confidence and they're teaming up with better partners. Yeah. That even though their main focus is gaming, they're starting to see that if you team up with the right people that respect your quality and you maintain a certain amount of control in it, you really can use the rest of the industry and other industries out there to help bring more people into your product. Like Nintendo doesn't want to be known for a movie studio.
Yeah.
No, they want to be known as the game studio. However, they could use good quality movies, make them successful, and bring them into funneling their game development and their money in their franchises. And for a long time, so many years as a Nintendo fan, I was like, gosh, I know they tried with the Super Mario Brothers live action movie in 1993. It didn't go well. And they took 20 years before they went back in. But, after that time, during the GameCube era, Wii era, I was always hoping Nintendo would eventually go back because, I'm a big Star Wars fan, Marvel fan, DC fan of Ninja Turtles, fan of a lot of different things, of Street Fighter, of Capcom in general, lots of different stuff. But I am a Nintendo fan more so than any other single company that I follow. I like Dragon Ball Z, I like WWE, I like a lot of different things. I have a very big scope of stuff in life. But Nintendo, with Mario, with Zelda, with Star Fox, Donkey Kong, and Metroid, and Splatoon, and Fire Emblem, and Xenoblade, the list goes on, Punch-Out, and Kirby, Ring Fit, new stuff. They've got the chance to just have the coolest cartoons, anime, movie, pieces of clothing, toys, amiibo, shelves, posters, brands of sneakers, Lego sets, statues, all of it, comic books, graphic novels, manga, in my opinion, because that's my fandom. And the fact that nowadays you've got theme parks, and you've got another theme park opening up in Singapore within the next couple of years, and expansions happening over in Florida and possibly behind the Hollywood Studios lot. Dude, this is cool. This is peak Nintendo time right now, and I think it's only going to get bigger. I know there's some talks of, could Nintendo Switch 2 top 160? I know I'm going a little bit off topic, and some people are like, dude, there's no way. There's no way. The market is more competitive. It's bigger. You've got handheld PCs. You don't know if Sony's going to have a portable PlayStation 6. Well, what about this Xbox thing? Blah, 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 blah. That is true to an extent. That's one of the reasons why 3DS didn't sell as well as DS, because DS was pre-iPhone. DS was pre-smartphone era. And as smartphones came out, 3DS was a little bit less compelling as a result. So maybe Nintendo Switch 2 would be less compelling as Nintendo Switch was, because it's not the first and only thing out there. However, since the rest of Nintendo is also expanding, that will trickle into Nintendo Switch 2 expanding. So even though I guess it is probably safer to say you might get a drop from Nintendo Switch to Nintendo Switch 2, similar to NES to SNES. I'm not omitting the chance. I'm not, ruling out the fact that Nintendo Switch 2 could even top Switch, which is wild. But because I see so much of a bigger Nintendo in the immediate future, that they're all engines are roaring. All pistons are firing off. All cylinders are any kind of analogy you want to think of it. They're moving forward with more out there, and it's working. And as long as they don't get complacent and think we're high and mighty, we don't need to do anything else, don't get that way, which I don't think they are. But as long as they don't do that, nothing's going to slow them down.
I agree. Speaking on the Switch 2 sales, I've always said from the beginning, Switch 2 is I think is well set up to overthrow Nintendo Switch 1, not only because of all of the the 140 million current Switch players, right? But also because of the first thing, 80%, right? Is it 80%, 89% of the Switch 2 sales came from upgrades. The other were new. Okay, new people buying Switch 2. Not only that, but we have third-party support on Nintendo Switch, really well third-party support. And I say, look, Nintendo is gonna outsell Nintendo Switch. First thing, because once that Animal Crossing, all these games, make it the official version for Switch 2. Make it when Switch 2, the real Switch 2 era begins. That's when Switch 1 is done with video games. trust me, everybody's and their mother is gonna buy a Nintendo Switch 2 at that point, and then the sales are gonna go over the roof. Not only that, but you add all the third-party support that's coming on top of that, and now even more, where they say, oh yeah, PlayStation is coming out with the with their own handheld. They're gonna stop that wave. Or PlayStation is gonna, and Xbox. Okay, Xbox just did come out with their parent handheld, $1,000 system and another $500 system. You know what I mean? So it's like the Nintendo Switch 2 is still the most appealing console to get third-party games on if you want to take your game on the road. And I think once PlayStation 2 comes out, it's rumored to be PlayStation 6 or whatever, where they also mentioned that it's gonna be hybrid. That one is starting around 700. Apparently, those are rumors still, but looking at PlayStation Pro right now at 700, 800, $100, I wouldn't doubt it. Still, Nintendo Switch 2 will still be the most attractive way to get in to mobile gaming while still playing current gen games. I do believe Nintendo Switch will overthrow the Switch 1 eventually, or 10 years, 8 years, 10 years, whatever it lasts. And then one more thing over on the movie side, My Time to Shine Hello posted a little while ago that Illumination and Nintendo are planning a shared cinematic universe for Mario and Friends. Donkey Kong movie is already in active development. We know that with Illumination. Luigi's Mansion and Princess Peach spin-offs are also in the works. And Nintendo is about to introduce other characters. One of the characters that could, and apparently, according to My Time to Shine Hello, all leading up to a massive Super Smash Bros. Movie event. I mean, if we look at Marvel and their, we look at Marvel, how they started with Iron Man, right? Iron Man was the first. Well, technically it was not Thor. The green guy. What's the green guy? Hulk. Hulk was the first movie in the MCU where Robert Downey Jr. came at the end credits, and then Iron Man 1 started the MCU. Iron Man 2 was the next movie to continue the MCU, then Thor. Nintendo's doing the same thing. They start with Mario 2, and then we'll get the next movie. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Zelda or maybe another animated movie, but they're doing the same thing. And hopefully, what My Time to Shine Hello is saying is happens, because we all want to see that Smash Bros. Movie, and I don't know how they're gonna tie in a live action Zelda into the movie verse. They also posted a let me get this little image here and share it with you guys because it's exciting. Let's see here. We have this image here. We got this image here of Super Mario Bros. Movie, right? Then we got the Zelda in 2027, a Donkey Kong, a Star Fox, a Metroid, a Kirby, and then a Smash. Although I don't know how they're going to mix in the Smash, the live action Zelda with everything else. But yeah, this is what Nintendo is planning when it comes to the movies. What do you think about this lineup before Smash? And how do you think they could? What can they do with Zelda to make Zelda be part of Smash?
I think they could do some trick photography, or Who Framed Roger Rabbit kind of thing. Like, I mean, they could do something kind of cool. Like, do you remember the trailer back in the day for Super Smash Brothers Brawl, where it was the Melee characters and then their polygon models shifted over to show like the visual improvements that we had over GameCube, and it was a brum, brum, brum. They've done that since then, like going in from Brawl to Wii U and stuff like that. Anyways, maybe Benjamin, his Link, gets dropped in, oh, and then he becomes this CG character, like, huh? And it's his likenesses and stuff like that, his voice, but it just ties in well. So I think you could do something like that, where it is still him. It's just that's a way how, you know what I'm talking about, like, right? Like, and then maybe at the end of the movie he hops back into Hyrule and is like, I'm back to like how I normally look, something cute like that, whatever. Or they just do that could totally work. Or they just have they're gonna put in a human looking old Benjamin guy that works along with Chris Pratt Mario and stuff.
I mean, we have CGI fighting people in Marvel Universe, so nowadays is nothing is impossible. But Paul, let me show you something exciting. Mario Galaxy movie is coming up next, right? If they are really planning a Smash Bros movie, guess what? They're going to space. Who can they bump into on the way there with a little cameo? Star Fox. They can also maybe pass by a planet infected with Metroid. There's just so many things that could, like, if they are planning a Smash Bros movie, Super Mario Galaxy is the perfect way to start tying everything together and to start bringing.
I agree. I really hope that, like, I don't need Galaxy to be a Nintendo movie. I would be very happy if it's just a Mario movie with Galaxy, and I'm fine with it. But I do hope, or I should say, it would be nice, not gonna lie, if it was a little bit of a Nintendo movie or a Mario movie, but a little Nintendo segment where they're flying by and stuff like that, and you see a glimpse of a portal of an R-Wing popping in, popping back out, and we see a Samus gunship or Mario is like, do you remember what's it called? It was Doctor Strange 2, how it was like popping in and out of so many universes, right? So imagine like Mario, wow, boom, wow, wow, boom, like boom, Pikmin here, boom, Star Fox here, boom, Hyrule here, boom, 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 chuck, 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 chuck. Like, just give me like a 30-second shot of that, and then like the fans that will rewatch the movie, speculate online. All it does is add fervor and hype and just talking points online for months to come of people dissecting it and hyped over the possibilities of this tiny little Easter egg. Because that's what we did when the Mario movie came out. How many times did we rewatch and be like, oh, there was a Pikmin there. Oh, there's a Super Nintendo control. Oh, whatever. So, it would be amazing. And then people could see slowly more and more the vision. And then it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Nintendo holds probably the greatest wealth of IP of any company. I mean, you could argue that like Disney, especially with the acquisition of Marvel, Fox, and Star Wars, has quite up there too. But like Nintendo, dynamite. Bye, Joyce, if you're waving.
I gotta go, guys. Have a good night.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right. So one thing that they did mention during the that presentation is that although it's called the Super Mario Galaxy movie, they're gonna have many characters inside that movie. So it's gonna be Super Mario Galaxy. All right, it will be elements of Super Mario Galaxy, but it's gonna incorporate all the characters as well. So that could be a hint into what the introduction. And while you were out, I was saying how the parallels are with the Marvel universe when the first movie was the first movie was Iron Man, right? But Tony Stark was at the end of Hulk, at that end credit. That first movie was Iron Man. They started with Iron Man 1, and then they did Iron Man 2 before they did Thor and so on. We're doing Mario, and then Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy, and now then other movies inside the Nintendo verse. So if they're going towards in that direction, then this is a perfect movie to branch out so that the next movie is Star Fox.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. All right. So with that, we are gonna go ahead and cut short today, guys. We're into an hour and 16 minutes, and then I'll promise next time we'll do an extra long Q&A. But before we go, I want to let Paul let you know what he has going on in his channel, all those countdowns, and where you can find him. And by the way, congratulations, Paul, on 6,666 next time I check.
That yeah, I just checked a couple days ago. It was 6666. I'm like, oh wow, that's kind of cool.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Done. Stop there. Nobody else joined. I'm just kidding. Yeah. This weekend I'll be playing Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which means that Pokemon Legends ZA gets shifted to the side as it is because I'm playing Hyrule now, and also Ghost of Yote. Those are like my 1 and 2 now. I have a short going up tomorrow for gaming history. The Hyrule Warriors shorts are done. It ended with a bang. I did the last 2. One was the, Breath of the Wild inspired one with the Guardian, and then the final day was the Fire Arrow, which was pretty cool from Breath of the Wild. Well, although even though he has the ancient arrow, I use fire. But the Metroid Prime countdown is still going strong. We're at 27 days for that. Today is exactly 18 months to the Legend of Zelda movie, 546 days.
Crazy.
So we're looking pretty good over there. Yeah, so the gaming history every day, pretty fun. They're pretty varied. One day I'm doing Twisted Metal, one day it's Tony Hawk, and the next day it's Mario. It's like it's all over the place, but that's what makes gaming so great, is it's so varied. And yeah, where am I at?
I'm reading Rainbow Ash. Don't forget to lick the like button.
I'm also on I didn't see that. All right. I'm also I got thrown off. Where am I? X, YouTube, primarily at Paul Gale Network, main channels. Sorry for being late today, folks.
You're good. We're just messing with you. We're just playing with you.
Have the intention, and I will be here at 5:25 next time. So I'll be here ready, and if we start at 5:30 or 5:40, whatever it is, I'll be here ready. Just sometimes life gets caught up, and sometimes conversation gets too fun, but it's still fun. It's been a good conversation tonight.
What we can do, Paul, is you can have a pre-show to the podcast, done in topics pre-show, and started maybe whenever you want to start it, ended 5 minutes before the 5 minute before 3:30, and that way that goes into the actual
That's
show.
what I've been trying to do, but it didn't work out twice, and I'm like,
next time, call it the topics pre-show with Paul Gale
make
Network.
It work next time.
All right, you got Paul Gale and his beard. What happened?
I feel like there was one last thing that I was like, oh, that's what it was. It's right in front of me. We didn't talk about these bad girls.
Wait, you got yours? I haven't got mine yet.
So
Amazon was supposed to ship mine. All right.
I went to GameStop yesterday.
Yeah.
Picked it up with the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, and they look really good. I mean, they're especially Samus on Viola.
Yeah.
I like this one too, but this one's like way different than any other amiibo. So I just wanted to share that because it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. And they're bigger, right? They're bigger amiibos.
Yeah. Samus is a little bit bigger than her old self, but it does have more detail, like the stuff that would light up on her, even though it's not lit up, it's painted now.
Yeah.
The rock that she's on. So I don't know if this one's worth 40, but I would say this is worth 40 because it's considerably heavier. And if you're looking at this compared to that $13 one from Smash Bros 11 years ago, this is more material. This is like 2 figures in one, 2.5 figures in one. So that's the price is justified that it's triple, even though it's not like favorable to pay more. And I kind of understood. I have a feeling that Mario and Luma and Rosalina and Luma, those $40 ones are going to be well worth it because they look beefy.
Yeah, they're big. They're 2 times bigger than the other ones.
this is cool, but I could understand why people would be like, dude, 40 versus 13. I still think it's neat though. I like it.
Yeah.
You don't get. That's the thing. When I know we're ending it, but like,
Okay.
when you have so many amiibo or so many comic books or so many T-shirts or movies or of whatever always coming out, maybe you don't buy all of them because you know they're always going to be around. But when you get only a Samus Aran Metroid amiibo once in a blue moon, you need to get them because they're of smaller quantity, so they're easier to collect and they're a little bit more special because they don't come out every day, you know? And
Yeah.
that's kind of like 3D Donkey Kong. You should buy it because you don't get 3D Donkey Kong every day. You get 20 years apart, you know? But whatever. Yeah.
I'm actually printing a 3D. You know that Donkey Kong Bonanza amiibo? Because I have the other one. I have
This one.
Yeah, I have that one. You took it out of the box, Paul.
I have to.
I
They're
leave
so
it-
cool.
I have that one. It's in the box, and I think I sent one. I think I sent that one to I think it was Boo. I am building. I'm 3D printing, building the Smash with Pauline hanging up from the back. So it's not an amiibo. It's actually just a frame that somebody turned into a figure, a statue. And so I'm printing out each piece and we called it putting it together. It's about this big.
That's gonna be cool.
This big, yeah. I'm gonna try to do a video with that piece, but pretty cool. Trying to use the 3D printer for do a little more than that. Yeah. Boo Mini was the one that I got I sent the amiibos to. All right, my friends, thank you so much. You can find me here at the Odyssey Monday through Friday. As you see, I'm still in the old studio, but I will be studio homeless for about a little bit until we move into the new studio. Like I said, the new studio, we might be big enough to host Indie Mania by itself.
Cool.
Have like a podcast area by itself. Have my like little couch, little area, and so it's gonna be it's a good move. It's a really, really good move. I'm excited about the change, and it's bittersweet because this is where when I came to this house, the channel was about, I would say 3,000 subscribers. Around 3,000 subscribers, and then now we're 55 now, and growing now. Now the channel's back on track and growing steadily, which is really cool. But yeah, it's a bittersweet, but it's an upgrade. I look forward to every single upgrade that I'm allowed to have, and the bigger space is gonna work wonders. So I hope you guys enjoy the new space when it's done, because I'm gonna go ahead and record everything. I even have sponsors who are sponsoring the upgrades for all the studio.
Cool.
Here I have one of them. This is for Near Stream here. This is Near Stream. And this camera right here, they gave me two of these cameras. They are DSLR quality cameras for dual screen. I'm editing a video on these cameras here. They're providing me two of these cameras, and they're sending me more gear. It's all going to be installed in the new studio, but I have a video coming up talking about it, giving you just showing you the quality of the camera. It's insane. It's so crazy that I can stand all the way back there, and the camera could literally focus on the Ray-Ban little logo that's on my glasses from all the way back there. Perfect sharp image. So yeah, stay tuned to that. I might publish it tomorrow or next week, but things are happening, my friends. Life is moving forward, and we're happy. Nintendo is winning, and this has been the Entire Podcast. We'll see you guys in the next one. Before we let you go, we got let me get the background music. Before we let you go, we got two things we gotta let you know. Number one, never give up. Number two, next week, Lily Hyrule is coming. We're having our part 2 of the Zelda Age of Imprisonment cast, and part 3 and 3 Never Give Up.
Agent.
Right. Never give up. All right, guys, take care.
And Journey On.
Did I say that one?
No, you only said never give up, I think.
Oh, I said never give up twice.
Yes, but just in case.
And never give.
Bye.
Bye. I'll leave you guys with Mr. Mario here doing his little dance. Where's Mario? There he is. Mario. There he is.